Do ladies still reflect on longevity or short-term marriages just to enjoy a luxurious life and then leave?
Welcome to another episodic moment of Speak With Our podcast.
And I'm your host, Meredy Tucker. Welcome back to another episode of the Speak With Our podcast. Is this your first time tuning in? This is where we amplify voices, stories, and expertise of women making waves in different industries. And today, we've truly got two extraordinary women as a guest to come and speak on the episode What Every Woman Must Know Before Saying I Do. And there's another thing that is common in between them apart from being married. They are both headmistresses. They are not just leading schools, they are shaping the future. They are redefining what leadership looks like in education. And they are here to empower emerging women as well on the Speak With Her podcast. Join me in welcoming Mrs. Alagbe and Mrs. Yusuf. So, moms, I'll be asking some few questions as regards to what every woman must know before saying I do. And the first one goes like this. If you were to advise your younger self today, what would you tell her to prioritize before choosing a spouse?
I'll tell her to prioritize a career, be stable, be financially independent, know yourself, know what you want and what you do not want, and go all out for yourself. Prioritize yourself before choosing a spouse. Prioritize God. I talked about career the other time. Prioritize your career because most time after marriage, the things you should have done while single, if you were not able to do it, at times you may not be able to. So the single stage is a stage you should go how to ensure that you have a stable career, you are emotionally independent, you're financially independent.
Have something doing to support yourself financially and to assist your husband. Don't let it be him alone. As he is having responsibilities, so you also are having responsibilities. The load should not be carried alone by him. You should be ready to be supportive.
Before going into the narrative of my guest, I would love to ask you this question. Are you thinking of saying I do without having any job at hand? What are you really doing with your life? How do you want to cope? How do you want to support your spouse? Do you think your spouse can do everything? Look at what the both of them said. You must be emotionally stable, you must prioritize God. You must be able to support your husband with something. You must have something you are doing. You must at least be able to call this your own, even if you are not being fed by your spouse. Being in a relationship before getting into marriage, have you ever reflected on longevity? What are the early signs that told you that this is the man you want to build your life with?
I could see that it was a walking green flag, someone you could spend the rest of your life with, even unto eternity. Is really a very hardworking man and very focused.
Do ladies still reflect on longevity or short-term marriages just to enjoy a luxurious life and then leave? Due to the increase in divorce rate now, everyone wants a rich man and then leave after a short period if you cannot withstand what is after it. Just listen to Mrs. Yusuf narrative where she said, "Me seeing her husband as an hardworking person and a man of vision and mission, she has already seen that early sign of a walking green flag in the man." That is what you could tell from a man that you want to build your life with, that you want to build a beautiful life that you can be proud of. So moving on, what did marriage teach you about yourself that no season of singleness ever could?
Marriage taught me that I am stronger than I thought. I remembered when I was still with my parents, I used to be very, I don't know how to put it. I'm this kind of person that anything stress, I don't like it. You will not find me there. But when I started having my children and I found out that I need to juggle work with family life, with career and all that, and I'm doing well with that. So for me, I feel that marriage has taught me that I had this inner strength that I never knew that I had.
Marriage has really taught me to be strong, to be what I really want to be, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what you're going through, and then to stay focused.
Some ladies will be like, no, I don't want to get married. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready for that stress. I'm not ready to get pregnant. I'm not ready to do this. I'm not ready to do that. When will you be ready? Auntie, when will you be ready? Marriage sometimes is a beautiful thing, and marriage sometimes is a learning. Look at what Mrs. Alagbe and Mrs. Yusuf said about what marriage taught them. Your inner strength, that strength that you think you do not have, you'll be able to realize it in marriage. And that focus. And there is this kind of responsibility, because when you start having children, you'll be like, I would like be a good mom to my kids. This is what I want to do for my child. This is how I want to be for my child. So it actually teaches you to be a matured person. How did the idea of the right choice changed compared to before you said yes?
My idea of the right choice is a man that is kind, a man that is disciplined, a man that loves God, a man that knows God, a man that is selfless, a man that is hardworking, a man that spends, a man that can protect me. Yeah, so that's my idea of the right choice.
The idea of the right choice changed because marriage is not a bed of roses, as challenges may arise, but by talking about it, you change your perspective about marriage.
From what you said, ma'am, marriage is not a bed of roses. So in the seasons when love was tested by time, responsibility, or hardship, what quality in your husband matters to you most?
My husband has been a responsible and supportive person that it makes things very easy for us. Even during the time of hardship, he really stood and he was able to make things more easier.
Whatever my husband says his heart to do, he does it. And he goes all out to achieve whatever he has set his heart to do. Then I think he will sit me down. Then he will tell me about his long-term dreams, goals, aspirations. As at that time, he was already talking about, I remembered when we started dating, he used to tell me that the first time I saw you, I just knew that you would be the right person for me, the way you carried yourself, the way the way you speak, you're so gentle, you're so adorable, your smile is beautiful, you are kind, And then he said something, he said that I see you as a woman that will be perfect as my first lady. So the first time I sat down to speak with my husband, he was already telling me about his aspiration to become the governor of Oyo State and all that. So, and he was so passionate, when he was saying it, he was so, so passionate about the whole thing.
What do you believe every woman must know before choosing a spouse?
The woman must know what the man wants to be in the future. Some persons do not have goals, they do not have aspiration. That is why we would see some homes whereby the man is lackadaisical, nonchalant, leaves the woman to go to work and bring in all the monies. So as a woman, you need to know your spouses, your intended spouses, long-time goals and aspiration. Is it gonna be a hardworking man? Because sincerely, you need a hardworking man. Yeah, you can't afford to marry a lazy man.
I think every woman should know these few things before getting into marriage. Firstly, you must be tolerant. You must emotionally mature before you go into marriage. You must be able to forgive. If you have these few qualities in you, then you are ready for a marriage.
The success of a marriage depends on how far the two parties are willing to compromise, how far the two parties can forgive. Forgiveness is very, very important. If you cannot forgive, then I'm sorry, you cannot have a successful marriage.
What every woman must know before choosing a spouse, according to my guests, are: a woman who is about to go into marriage must be tolerant, she must be emotionally matured, and she must have a forgiving heart. She must be able to know that her spouse is hardworking, has a vision and mission. Has this episode been helpful to you? Have you been able to gain one or two from this episode? And remember to like, subscribe, and share to see more of this. This is the end of the Speak With Her podcast on what every woman must know before choosing a spouse.